along with my parents. I'm good friends with my parents. You guys do that? Yeah? A couple of you? I talk to my parents a lot. I don't live far from them. And every time I go to my parents' house, I always play a game with them. Right? Kind of precious, right? The game is called, well, I guess I was the worst mom in the world! And I always lose. Or win. She hasn't told me the rules yet. I don't know. She's sweet. She's a sweet mom. She's married to this guy that I wish I had like a good relationship with. He's been around long enough that I feel like I should have made an effort. And it's really sad because we just like don't gel the same way. And what's even sadder is that he's my biological father. Just not sold, you guys. I'm just not sold. I think I can fight my dad now. That's a good thing to feel. Right? There's like that turnover where you're like, oh, he might kick my ass, and then you're like, let's fucking go! I reached it not too long ago, you guys. I could fight my dad, because I got a call from my mom not too long ago that, like, that was the turning point. She goes, your father's having emergency surgery. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? And in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, she finally did it. She shot him, okay? Because they're a real big Second Amendment family, and she's the type to claim self-defense, so. But she goes, your father is having his gallbladder removed. And now I look at this man that I used to respect, and he can't tell me anything anymore. I just want to look at him and just bully him. I'm like, oh no, your own tummy was too much for you to handle? Oh my God, I just want to knock him to the ground and be like, turn off your own fucking lights, Douglas! It was crazy, the flip. It was crazy, because he's like one of the, like those men. All right? My dad's like a man's man. He's like the kind of guy that can like build his own house, cook the perfect steak, storm a capitol, all that. Not anymore. My parents are really sweet people, though. My parents are really sweet people. We like to talk and like reminisce about my childhood. That's always fun, right? We like to talk, and every time that we talk about my childhood, my mom always goes, we did the best we could with what we had. Which is just the cutest way of them admitting that they raised me well below the poverty line. Anybody else grow up poor? Yeah? All right. I like that I can always hear the levels of poor when people respond. There are different levels, right? There's different levels of poor. There's like malto meal cereal, right? Hand-me-down clothing. And then there's my level of poor, which is no one else in the room because nobody responded with a yeah! And that's me, all right? Because I grew up in a different kind of household. In our living room, we had a sign that said, live, laugh, Daytona. I don't know if you guys can tell by my can-do attitude or my hair color, but I grew up in a trailer. And I grew up poor. And it was like, I was that level of poor where it was just like, just cut the mold off of it. But the crappy thing about the whole entire thing is like when you're the bottom rung of poor, you're also the other two levels of poor above it. So like I never experienced brand name food until I was like 21 years old, and it changed my brain chemistry. All right, it was like trying heroin for the first time to try a name brand Cheeto. I was like, ah. It was crazy, you guys. But like I didn't even have like older siblings or cousins to get my hand-me-down clothes from. No, I didn't even get that. I got my hand-me-downs from my fun aunt. Which is so nice of her. It's so sweet, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really feel like being a hussy that early on. Like showed up to 4th grade with a shirt that said my neck, my back didn't always go over so well. But I grew out of it. Not the shirt, I still have that, but the general like trashiness. I'm almost out of it, because I'm still pretty trashy, all right? I'm self-aware that I'm pretty trashy. I've washed down a Plan B pill or two with a White Claw. I know what's up. But I'm realizing I don't have much time to change that, all right? Because like trashy in your 20s and trashy in your 30s, two very different things.
100%.
Right? See, she's trashy in her 40s. She's like, it's coming for you, baby! in your 40s is very different. She's like snuck a margarita in. Like it's a wild shit. But trashy in your 20s is like, we stayed out a little too late, we got a little too drunk, Becca lost her hair extensions. Trashy in your 30s is like, you tell Brandon he's gonna have to pick up the kids. Because I gotta keep this tattoo appointment to get a dream catcher on my thigh. And I'm high risk, all right? I have 2 untattooed thighs right now ready to go. We gotta make some changes. But I'm trying to be better, I'm trying to change my life around. Because I feel like I don't want to go too far the other direction, right? Because I feel like the opposite of trashy is a Karen. Oh, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna say it, you guys. I'm gonna point, be silent, but you all caught on. Because honestly, like, trashy is like, I don't give a fuck what you think. And a Karen is like, you better fucking care what I think. And it's a terrifying spectrum, okay? And as a white woman, I'm always at risk, all right? I had a moment that scared me, you guys. I had a moment that I was like, oh, I can't go that far. I gotta swing right back. Started drinking Paps after this. Like, I was like, let's go. I don't want to brag, but I have black friends, okay? All right, hard to do. There's only 6 in this state, okay? But I have this black friend. For this story, I'm telling you guys, his name is Nick, all right? Nick lives in Salt Lake County. I live in Salt Lake County, all right? I, in this story, was all the way down in St. George, Utah. You guys heard of it? Pretty far away. About 400 miles from Salt Lake County. And at a gas station in St. George, Utah, I was walking in, I looked at a guy, and I go, that kind of looks like Nick. And then I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, that probably isn't Nick, Cheyenne. Oh, God, you're an awful person. So I walk into the gas station feeling a little racist, trying to figure out how to, like, change my overall mindset. And as I walk out of this gas station, you know, trying to figure out life, I hear somebody go, Cheyenne, and it was Nick! But here's where the Karen part comes in, okay? Because not only did it feel really good not to be racist, it felt way better to be right.